Greetings, fellow New Earthers. I just wanted to update you on what's going on because when I try to make posts or type in this school app, because we haven't met the payment, the payment amount, it's not letting me do certain things. So I think I can post this video, but when it comes to typing and responding to people, it's limited. So yeah, just working with what we have and updating you with what's going on, what's been going on, and where the next step is, so you all can just hear from me, because I was just kind of figuring out what do I do from this point, when there are limitations or stipulations placed upon how we can navigate together. So anywho, thanks for listening to this video. I will be as concise as possible. So basically, yeah, I realized that even though I wanted everything to be free, and ideally we would have opportunities where we could bring money in for the organization with, I have put my services out there and I offered those from the beginning. And yeah, but people, I know a lot of people came to this group to really just talk with each other or hear from me. At the same time, we have to be realistic about the earthy obligations that it takes to run certain things. So yeah, I mean, just like any organization, it takes funds, it takes funding. And I know that sometimes at a certain point in my life, I attracted a group of people. I'm not saying it's everybody in this group, but I know that I had the tendency to attract certain people that were so against the system that they don't realize that we still have to play by the rules, right? Neo, New Earth Order, Neo in the Matrix has to be in the game in order to change it. And playing the game also has to do with receiving and giving money because we're on a platform, right? School.com charges to hold space on there. And after months of me taking out of my own pocket, so I had hundreds of dollars placed in this community, but no one was really giving back. And I don't want to say no one, but there was maybe a few people who did donate what they had, and that helped a little bit. But when it comes to us running this and the longevity of something, we have to be realistic, and we need to take organized manners to maintain a space such as this, because I have really big visions for this year alone, what we can do together. And it can't be one person, it can't be 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, even 5 people, either funding or just responding to things, posting, you know what I'm saying? So I've been keeping an eye on who is actually here to do the work, and I appreciate you. And I know that there's a lot of people who maybe be just might be open but skeptical, or they're just lurking, or then there's people who are just monitoring, and so there's so many people across the spectrum that are in this space, to the point where the weeding process has begun, right? There needs to be certain, I don't even say guidelines, but gateways where it assures that people are there for the same reason, to build, to create, to learn from one another, to educate, and to really birth this new earth together. So one of the gateways of this, you all each filled out, you gave me your email, you gave me why you're here, what you want to learn, you know what I'm saying? So I have that information still, and I'm creating a spreadsheet to really determine who's really here for this. Secondly, I do, because of the bill that is due to pay for this space to keep running, it has to shut down. I'm not going to keep spending my own personal money when I already left my job to be a full-time entrepreneur. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and that's taking time within itself. On top of that, I'm healing myself through my own practices so I can be there for other people, because I'm still just one person. I have a life, and sometimes I did forget about that because I'm so passionate about the collective and things like that. And it's like, okay, but I also need to show up for me. I'm a human being that has human needs that need to be taken care of. Getting out of that survival mode, even with a money situation, and thriving into where I need to be as an artist, as a healer, all is one, right? So all that to say is, this New Earth group, this one on school, has to shut down unless something happens. But it makes more sense to build a sustainable way to receive funds through a membership, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. At the same time, I really thought that maybe if one person could donate $7, another person could donate $30, and somebody else could donate $50, or someone can do $10 or $5, whatever, we could be together and use that money to keep the platform running up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't money going into my pockets. This was for the New Earth. At the same time, as a space holder, I also do deserve money in my pockets for doing what I do, because I've done decades, a couple decades of inner work to the point where I'm at this stage where I need to give my knowledge and share my information in a creative way, and I need to be creating courses. But it's like, think about this from my point of view. If I'm holding space for a group that I'm passionate about, and it's on a platform that takes money, but then those people are there because maybe they need to know how to, create their own money, or they're in a healing space, so something hasn't clicked yet for them. But my courses could help to a certain extent, right, to get us there. But then it's like, with me selling my courses to people who still need money in order to get those courses, to help them make money, to build the platform, it's just like a lot of so I'm navigating as best as I can. And realistically, my audience that I am targeting right now are people that want to do the work, people that are passionate about birthing the New Earth, people that want to work together and know that they have a voice, know that they are important, and people who can't afford my services, because I've been doing years of free work and things like that, and I've just brushed it off of my shoulder, and that only got me to a certain point. And now it's time for me to know that I am worthy, know that the people that I'm serving are worthy of receiving quality services for their healing journey. People are going to go out and buy groceries, right? Buy gas. That's just necessities, right? Rent. On top of that, people will go and pay for concerts, and they will pay for the new gadgets that they want in the store. They will get new clothes. They will buy things and support things that they truly want. In the Bible, it says, your treasure is where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So wherever you are spending money, that's where your heart is. And if it's on booze, or if it's on whatever, right? You pay a subscription for Netflix, you pay a subscription for Hulu. Some of y'all pay a subscription to be verified on social media. And then it's like, but when it comes to us coming together and doing healing work for ourselves, for the generations behind us and ahead of us, then there's just like crickets. What are we doing for real with our currency, with our energy, with our attention? Not just like, money is not the only currency, it's our attention. So I have to really sit with myself, take a step back and sit with myself and ask myself, am I feeling appreciated as a regular human being, as a leader? Am I able to operate in a space that is appreciated, and is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? Is it worth my talents and my gifts? And because at first I was taking it all on me, and then it's like, no, this is a community. So there are people that have been there and have been communicating, you know what I'm saying? And at this point, because I had so much personal things happen at once, which is why I wasn't posting as much, I started to focus on my art to heal myself, to focus on my heart's healing. And then I thought about how I just haven't really stopped to slow down and really reevaluate the values and the principles on which I want to be running this from, like building this upon. And so I just got, without sharing too much personal information, I was just sentenced to a month of rest. So that means I'll really be focusing on my inner world and building foundations, clearing the way, healing trauma for myself, and focusing on my art, my health, all of that, right? Building myself up so when it is time for me to step forward again in the forefront, I'll be able to handle everything, like the pressure, and be organized, more organized, and have board members and things like that. So it's not just me doing it, right? Because it's not about me, it's about everybody. At the same time, I have to focus on me in order to focus on the collective, because that is one and the same. All that being said, during this period of rest, I'm going to be studying on ways, on effective ways, on how to grow a community efficiently and to keep that community running. And yeah, just restructuring some things, educating myself on laws. And I have a lot to say about what I'm about to be doing, but I'm just going to actually do it in secret, because sometimes when we say what we're going to do, that's just the creation within itself is just speaking it. I also have to do it, because faith without works is dead. Okay, so in closing, the New Earth Order school group for this one right now, the free thing, that's over. We are going to have to reconvene and resurrect a new group. I will be sending out emails to you all to keep you updated with that process. So if you are somebody that is interested in joining, and there will actually be calls, and I'll have office hours, courses, events that I will host even in person to really see you all and gather. Like, it's going to be a whole like world crusade for real. Like, this is way bigger. I was just naive to certain things, but like now I'm having more clarity, and I see like this is going to take time to build. Like, this isn't a social media trend. This isn't something that's fast paced. Even though it can happen quickly, it's not something to be rushed. So I'm going to be just keep an eye out on for the email. I'm going to have a newsletter to keep everybody updated, and also to send out encouraging messages once a week, just to make sure we stay in contact. And you can also message me through that emailing. If you want to have like an actual conversation, you're someone that needs help, like right now you need somebody to talk to, I can send you, my email, and you can message me back on, like, if you want to have an actual one-on-one talk, because I can still do those are paid though, you know what I'm saying? My time isn't free anymore, because I have to feed myself, and I have 3 cat babies. And also, no one should be living in survival mode. The New Earth is about abundance, it's about wealth, it's about prosperity, it's about really being the best that we can be and enjoying life, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, I do want to address that, because on the 17th, I had a lot of personal things happening with health and family. So I ended up not holding space for the blackout call, the call to prepare us for the blackout, which is so interesting, because this book that my phone is being held up by is called Blackout. Interesting. So I still feel called to have that call. I'm gonna have a Zoom call. I'm probably gonna like make it just public and not so much just for New Earth people, because this is gonna affect everybody. So I'm gonna hold like an online Zoom seminar thing for people, and we can talk about what that looks like. And that will be communicated through email and also social media. So please stay tuned for that, because can't really do too much on this school.com website without paying the bills. So we have to communicate through a different way. And I'm looking for board members. So these board members, and I'll explain this more throughout emails and applications, people who are organized, people who have different skills, people are really here to do background work and be in the forefront, whatever they want to do, whatever their skill set is, to help build this organization in a legal way, a healthy way, and play a big role in how we can reach more people in a sound way. And I'm excited for this. So I do have a couple of people in mind that I will want specifically on the board, just from communicating with you on the app and also viewing your post and feeling your energy. Like, I know that you have a lot to offer. I won't be taking too many applications, but I will be sending them out. And yeah, like, it's just time to level up, because this new earth order, there needs to be order. There needs to be order within the new earth. You know, it's not just free, willy-nilly, down with the system, no money type rebellious thing. We have to play the game more wisely. So I have a plan in action, and I'm going to be taking this month to really take steps every day towards that. And yeah, thank you. I know I said this will be a concise video, but look, when I need to say something, I got to say something, especially because my throat chakra was blocked off for a couple of weeks. So when it comes to this stuff, so thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for trusting the process. Thank you for trusting the process. And just know that any grassroots movement takes energy from real people that care. And I'm going to continue to build this up. I don't care what people say. I don't care what it looks like, as far as like if people feel weird about it in the future. I have to stay present and focus on what this is and what it can be for our lives. So my passion is going to continue to burn brightly, even behind the scenes. Thank you. Please stay up to date with the newsletter. Please tap in. Thank you. I love you. Peace, joy, wholeness, tranquility. Mwah.